One of the most common questions I get from sellers is, Sami, how do I get reviews fast when I launch a product? And honestly, it makes sense. Reviews are social proof, and they can make or break that first impression on Amazon. Today, I want to dive into Amazon Wine Program, which depending on who you ask, is either a brilliant shortcut or a risky move that could tank your product rating. My name is Sami. I run an Amazon agency called Labels Growth, and I have been managing brands since 2019. Let me take you inside what this program really looks like in 2025. So, what exactly is Amazon Wine? At first glance, it sounds amazing. You give out products, reviewers try them, and they leave you reviews to boost your listing. Pretty straightforward. But let's flip the perspective for a second. If you are a wine reviewer, you don't just get free stuff. You are actually responsible for paying taxes on the fair market value of every product you claim. That means if an item has a value of $30 and your local tax is 10%, you are out $3 just for the privilege of reviewing it. And that adds up, which is why many reviewers treat these items as actual purchases. That mindset alone can explain why wine reviews tend to be harsher. In fact, the average wine review across Amazon sits at around 4.1 stars compared to a typical 4.3 for regular organic reviews. Doesn't sound like a big difference, right? But imagine launching with 20 wine reviews and dragging your product average down by zero point 0.2 stars. It can really affect conversion rate. And if you are in certain categories like supplements or automotive, the risk is even higher. Think about a vitamin that takes 30 days to feel an effect. If a wine reviewer swallows one capsule and writes, didn't work for me, that's a 3-star review you can't do anything about. And it's not just about the words, it's the photos too. When reviewers upload their own images, and if your product doesn't look as polished in their real life photo as it does in your listing, that contrast can seriously hurt. I have seen cases where a footstool had great stock photos, but once the wine reviewers uploaded their own pictures, the flaws were obvious and ratings sank below 3 stars. That product eventually disappeared from Amazon altogether. Another twist is wine reviewers are grouped into silver and gold tiers. Gold tiers usually get access to the higher value products. That means if you're launching a mid-range item, odds are it's going to end up in the hands of silver reviewers who might not care as much, or worse, treat it like a core. And most of the time, sellers using wine are overseas manufacturers, especially from China, who just want to pump reviews quickly. Now, here's what's changed in 2025. Sellers can actually collect wine reviews before our product officially launches. Now, that means you can build some credibility from day one. But keep in mind, wine isn't free anymore. You get 1 or 2 units with no fee. 3 to 10 units will cost $75, and 11 to 30 units are 200 US dollars. It used to be unlimited free enrollment, but like everything else Amazon does, they eventually add fees and limits. So, is it worth it? Personally, I think wine only makes sense in very specific situations. If you're selling something giftable, easy to use, and priced under $20, the risk is low, and you'll probably get a handful of decent reviews. But for anything complicated, supplement based or expensive, I avoid it. Reviews are important, but they are not the end all be all. I have had access launching products with zero reviews, just by using aggressive pricing and PPC strategy. For example, if your goal price is $50, start at 25, push through your first 50 units, then slowly raise your price in increments. That approach often works better than gambling with wine reviews. At the end of the day, wine can be a tool, but it's not the magic button many sellers think it is. My advice is focus more on optimizing your click through rate with strong images and competitive pricing. That'll carry you much further than stressing over review generation in 2025. And if you are looking for someone to help you scale your Amazon brand with strategies like these, whether it's PPC, listing optimization, or full account management, feel free to reach out to me and my team at Levels Growth. We'd love to help you grow.